Dee's Burak flight has just landed from Libya. Many step off the plane with mixed emotions. A woman rolls on the ground to celebrate her return.
We've had up till days about 23 flights that have come back from Libya. These flights, they convey Nigerian nationals who have attempted to migrate to Europe through the Mediterranean route or through the Sahara Desert route. So they use irregular means. Most times they are smuggled, they walk through smugglers, or some of them are trafficked. And they use this irregular route from Nigeria to Niger and find themselves in Libya.
According to a 2021 World Bank survey, 50% of Nigerian youths want to leave the country, seeking a better life. In 2017, Chilen Nozu was one of them. Now, she runs a small organization that preaches a message to Nigerians about taking the same route she tried to take to Europe.
I reflected on quite a lot of things because from Nigeria to the point where I got to the Mediterranean coast, I had a lot of challenges. I lost my personality. I lost quite a lot of things. I wasn't sure what I was even doing. I struggled to fit into the environment, the language issues, just quite a lot of things happening at the same time. So I had to ask myself exactly what I wanted out of this entire thing. What if I get to Europe and it gets worse?
About 40,000 Nigerians have returned home from other countries since 2017. More than 4,500 of them made the trip back this year alone.
I'm on the tarmac at the Lagos International Airport where 165 Nigerian voluntary immigrants have touched down. People here are calling these reverse japa, which means reverse escape or runaway. Among these returnees are Nigerian immigrants who made desperate trips to Europe for greener pastures but failed.
For some, simply missing home is a reason to return. When Utielu completed her education abroad, her home country began to call.
Coming from Nigeria, where we're very communal, you come out of your house, you greet your neighbor, you walk around, it was a very different type of lifestyle, right? And that was an issue for me in terms of my own type of personality. I didn't have a problem with, other races, with white people. No, not at all. Got on perfectly well. But there was just something about that feeling of missing home, of missing sort of that camaraderie that was just not there.
Nigeria has Africa's largest population and is one of the world's top oil producers. Yet, the nation of more than 200 million people has struggled with corruption, economic mismanagement, a weak currency, and inflation. As Nigeria's inflation continues to skyrocket at an alarming rate and life becomes difficult for Nigerians, expert believes few are returning home.
Return, which is irregular migrant, which is very, very predominant now. It has to do with people who have failed asylum seekers, people who went on desperate journey in an irregular manner and have to come back as a result of frustration, dehumanization, and a lot of things. They had to take that decision because, it's not favorable to them.
As more flights with Nigerian migrants are expected to touch down, it is also questionable whether these returned japas will succeed in their home country. Mercy Akpan, Africa Matters, Lagos.